Ready? Hi, welcome back to Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. Or Phoenix #Rising from the Ashes. Whatever you please. Anyway, thank you for clicking on my video. It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day night as we're recording this, and I'm hoping to be getting like a lot more videos out coming up because I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to show and I need to get it out. So I am kind of doing introductions in weird places like the car at night on the hilltop, and that's where it's at. So this video is kind of just me talking and driving in the car. I told a funny little story that happened at Walmart. It's just, and I'm going to a doctor's appointment. But that's not really what I want to tell you. What I want to tell you is that from now on, when I introduce my videos, I am going to say, like as a disclaimer before the video, that I do not refer to my beloved partner as a she, but as a he. And honestly, like, I know it's wrong to do that. Like the pronouns, it's very important. It's very important. And I totally get that. And I have been having a really hard time with it for some reason. And it's not because, like, I'm not, like, a queer-friendly person. I prefer the word queer because it covers everything. And I am the most queer-friendly person you can meet. I am a queer person, for God's sake. I don't know if that's a surprise to anyone that knows me, but, like, hello, 100% bisexual here. But, I don't know. I don't know if that's a surprise to anybody, but it's true. Being bisexual is kind of a funny thing because you're, like, not really believed by straight people. They don't really, like, they just totally discount it. And, like, other queer people just think you're not queer enough and, like, are somehow a traitor or something. Well, no, that's a thing. She's shaking her head. It's a thing. They do that. It doesn't matter to us so much because, honestly, because we're old. Like, we're not young people trying to find our identities. We've had these identities for a long time. They're pretty worn in. But, when you're trying to find your identity, labels are important, I guess. So, that being said, I'm going to try not to make this too long, but I just want to say that from now on, I'm going to announce when I don't until I start referring to Angie as she. And it's one of the reasons why it's kind of difficult is because, like, we live with my mom, and my mom doesn't know this. I guess she knows now. But, and my mom tends to my mom is not a not queer-friendly person. But she's a very straight person. And, at least I think she is. I don't know. You never know about people, anyway. But she tends to discount Angie in terms of what's the word? Help me out. She discounts you in terms of what?
Like food and stuff like that?
No, just she doesn't believe you. She thinks she's a hypochondriac, like literally. Like anything that other people have, Angie has. And, I know you roll your eyes. It's true, though. And, Angie's always been that way. And I love her for that. Well, not for that. That's actually kind of annoying. But I love her in spite of that. And for many, many, many other reasons that surpass that. But she tends to be a little bit of a hypochondriac, and I'm not saying that gender identity is akin to like having a disease. But when somebody is constantly like, oh, I have that too. No, I have that too. Oh, I'm like that too. Yes, that's me as well.
Your mother's the same way, you know.
I'm just telling how she sees you, okay? That's how she sees her. All right, so she's not going to give this gender identity any validity. Would you agree with that, my friend? No validity at all. I'm sure I'll have conversations with her about this, you know, because it's going to be a new thing, I guess. So, that being said, fellow queer people, please don't hate on me. I am not, what's that word I told you about? TERF?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not that. All right, I'm like the opposite of that. So, I don't want people to think that, because the queer people are my people and I'm on their side. And so, just please continue this journey with us and see me learn how to properly identify my partner by the correct gender. And Christmas is coming up. We got some little exciting things for Christmas. Like, by exciting, I mean tearful. Sorry. Anyway, so we got like a lot of stuff coming up. And so please click on the video, click on
Subscribe,
like, comment, tell me I'm a TERF. I don't care. Like, I'll take it on. I deserve it. Seriously, I do. Because I'm a shit for not calling her that. I'm a shit for not calling her Angie. I'm a shit. And I'm sorry.
But I do forgive you.
She forgives me because she loves me and forgives everything that I do. As I her. But I don't want to have any misunderstandings that I am, you know, not a queer friendly person or a friendly person, basically. Like, I'm pretty cool. Like, I like everybody, but except for stupid people. That's what are you gonna do? Anyway. Are you done? Are you did? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Hi. We're going out to eat, even though I'm poor and can't afford to go out to eat and just got chewed out by my mom about my credit card bills. I'm still in a good mood, so that's why I'm making a video, because I've been looking over the videos that I have done and have coming up, and I've realized some of them are kind of negative and like, it's just good to share, you know, positive feelings too. Just not dwell on the negative all the time. So, so we're gonna go out and have pizza, I guess, and it should be fun, right? From Round Table. I didn't want pizza. I wanted steak and shake, but they wanted pizza. So that's what we're going with. Bye.
With you.
What's wrong with you? We're having an argument.
Okay, crazy, go.
Not really. We're not really having an argument.
After this for me.
Yeah. So we went to lunch and had a nice lunch. And now we're at Walmart. We drove to the next city over, and now we're at Walmart there. And we're going to go inside and not spend any money. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in it. I don't just spend money like on like trolls. I spend money on a lot of things. I mean, the kids' room alone is crazy. it's kind of it's like eating, you know, it's like, I call it retail therapy, which a lot of people call it that, and that's what I call it, because that's what it is. It's retail therapy. It's going in to the store, picking up something, and walking out with it, and it's like satisfies this need, and I can't figure out if it's like a normal thing or like a mental illness thing. And I just can't seem to figure it out. I don't think it's entirely a mental illness thing, because a lot of people do it that don't have mental illness, but yet it's like a symptom of mental illness. It doesn't make any sense. So I get really like confused about that. And you trying to get out of your seat back there? Kid's trying to get out of her seat. You're not gonna do it. Please stop. Ugh. Bye. Hi. So we're at the end of another day, and we had a really nice day. So I'm really happy about that. We went into Walmart and mostly just looked around. I did find 2 things that I bought. One is for my partner and I, and one is for the kid. And my mom and I sort of do this way, like, I'll go to the store and see something I like, and it's like, if it's within, you know, Christmas-ish time, like, I don't know, 6 months, and she will, you know, let me buy it, and then she'll like, or I'll buy it on her credit card, and I'm probably saying too much. Yeah. I don't know. My finances are a mess. You think my diet's bad? My finances are like really bad. Which is why I'm trying to get it under control. But I did pretty darn good today. Like, there was a few things that I could have bought that I didn't buy. And I used a self regulation. Don't. Does that make it better? I don't know what he's doing. It's so weird. Anyway, okay. So you may I don't know how much of my room is in the shot right now, but I realized last time I made a video. Oh, good. That's not. I don't know. That's not too bad, but the last time I made a video, I did it on my bed, lying down, and I realized that that's actually, I was doing that. I thought I was trying to be artistic, but I think I was just trying to like prevent people from seeing my messy room. It's like I guess I do have limits, you know, and my room is just, it's just terrible. I mean, it's just terrible. But it's so terrible, I don't even want to show it. And I showed it before when it was clean, but I don't know. Whatever. We went tonight. I had a good parenting, experience tonight. We went to this place that has a Ferris wheel. And we were going to let the kid ride in the Ferris wheel. That's what she wanted to do. And so we got there. And her dad stayed in the car because he can't walk very far. And we were just going to, go into the place and ride the Ferris wheel and come back out. So, should be easy, right? Your clock is talking. The damn clock is talking again? You have no idea how many times this clock talks, like at inopportune times. Stupid thing. I told him not to buy it, really, but, it doesn't listen to me. Okay. So, we got to this... Oh my God. That's another clock that he's fixing for our neighbor. It's been in our room for 3 days because he's testing it. And it too goes off at inopportune times. Sorry, I'm tired. It's late at night. And I'm ready to go to bed. But I did want to say that at the place that we were at, we got there to ride the Ferris wheel, and the place was closed. And when the place was closed, she was pretty devastated because she really wanted to do that. And she didn't want to take my word for it. She wanted to make the walk, all the way to the door and see to make sure that it was really closed. There's lights were off. I could tell, but So there's a Burlington coat factory there, and I said to her, why don't we go into Burlington and shop? Because that's what I need to do. And no, she didn't want to do that. Okay, so fine. So we walk over to the store. We see it's not open. And she doesn't want to come back. And she started to get pretty belligerent. Like just a little nasty. And I did not lose focus, and I did not lose my cool, and I think I handled it well. I just kind of waited for her to get it out of her system, and, she sat on the floor for a little while and pouted, but it was okay. And we tried to walk back to the car, and she kept stopping. So when we got within sight of the car, her dad could see that I was having trouble with her. So he got out of the car and walked the distance to where we were. And he, I don't remember what he did. I don't know. Somehow we corralled her in the car. There was no yelling. There was no, negativity. So it was good on both of our parts. So I'm just, I'm happy about that and satisfied. My camera person has gone away. It's got to shut off the camera. Bye. Hi. So I have a little bonus story to tell you. I'm doing a little experiment tonight. My partner has not heard this story, but I think he's going to find it pretty funny. So I'm telling it on the camera to him for the first time, and I might share this on YouTube. I might not. I don't know. It's embarrassing. But anyway, it's embarrassing but not. But here we go. So we're looking, my kid and I, we're looking in a Walmart at the decorations for Christmas. Because, it's November, so it's Christmas. And it's great. We eat that crap up. We love going and looking at holiday decorations in stores. I look forward to that every year. I'm easily amused. Anyway. We're looking up and down the aisles, and my daughter, had stopped at the cards. And she's kind of fingering them a little bit, but not really pulling them out. And then she pulled one out, and I, was immediately on her, and I'm like, no, you can't, handle the cards. You're going to, mess them up. And this lady came down the aisle that worked there, and she said, oh, no, I know what you're doing. She says to my daughter, she goes, I know that you're just showing her. You're just showing Mama. And you're not going to do anything bad, are you? You're not going to ruin those cards. And my kid was glued to my side. She's not usually like that. She's usually pretty excited when people talked to her, but this lady kind of snuck up on her and surprised her. I sort of knew she was going to come over to us because I could just see her we were the only other people in the aisle, and I could just see her kind of look at us. And, you know, I'm always socially anxious, so my socially anxious mind is always looking for potential of having to interact with someone. So I'm always trying to be like on top of it. But that's just me. But anyway, so she comes down the aisle. She's talking to the child. And she says to the child, "Oh, and your grandma must be taking such good care of you?" And so I didn't say anything. Okay? You know why I didn't say anything? I'm not going to correct her because it might embarrass her. Because it would embarrass me. Like if I had mistaken somebody's mother for a grandmother and like said that, and it would embarrass me if they called me on it. So I don't want to say anything because I don't want to embarrass her and make her feel bad. So I didn't say anything. I just let it go on, and she kind of, wandered away, and the kid and I just went back to browsing. But I couldn't get her out of that aisle, and I guess the lady was still working in that aisle. So we were just, still looking at stuff there. And she came over again. I can't remember what she said, but she was like, she was complimenting, almost did it again. Almost. She was complimenting my daughter and saying she was beautiful and this and that. And I said, no, say thank you. So we say thank you. And she said the grandmother thing again, something about how your grandmother must be raising you right, or taking care of you right, or something to that effect. And I don't know what look I had on my face. I must have had a look because she took a longer look at me, and then she was like, "Are you the grandmother?" And I'm like, "No, actually, I'm her mother." And so I think she felt bad, and she started talking to me about it, and she's like, "Oh, you look very young. Yes, you look very young." Mm-hmm. So I said, well, technically, I am old enough to be her grandmother. I mean, I could have had a child that could be my child's mother? I'm confused. I don't know. He's playing video games. I don't know if he's listening to me anymore. Probably not. Anyway, so I said I was 38 when she was born, so I could actually have a child that has a child, and I could be her grandmother. So, I basically was telling her, don't worry about it. It's okay. I don't, not mad or anything. And we just kind of laughed it off or whatever and went on our way. Nicely, very nicely. But it was just a funny experience. People are sometimes kind of thrown when I tell them how old I am, or when they find out how old I am, because a lot of people don't think I look that old. But that's the second time that I've been mistaken for that child's grandmother. So, I know, I must not look that young. So, I don't know. It was kind of a weird experience, but I chose to think of it as funny rather than insulted. So, there you go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Anyway, cameraman. Bye. like the middle of the night, and I can't sleep because I'm out of breath. Because I've been laying in my bed for like, I don't know, an hour or so, tensing up over and over and over again. My limbs just like tense up, and I have to move, otherwise it hurts. Like I can't not move. It's like, gosh, sorry. It's like a crazy thing. And I took 2 muscle relaxers that were prescribed to my partner, and that didn't work. And now I'm just hiding in the closet talking on the phone because I don't know what else to do. I can't sleep and I don't want to wake him up because I keep tensing and moving, and it's just awful. It's awful. It's like it's a medication side effect. And I'm going to see the psychiatrist tomorrow and hopefully get some help for this because, oh my God, it's awful. I can't sleep. Like every time I'm laying down to sort of drift off to sleep, it starts and I can't stop it. I don't stop it. I just fall asleep that way eventually. And it, you know. Ugh. Anyway, that's all. Well, I found my way to my psychiatrist's office without any problems this time. I made 2 turns and just went right in like I knew where I was going. I don't know. I must be having a really good day, I guess. So yeah, we're at the psychiatrist's office and we're gonna see her about just how we're doing, like, why do I say we? It's only me. I don't know. I'm a very inclusive person, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It's weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna see her about how I'm doing on this medication and do we need to adjust it and, just general checkup. So, happy about that because I'm hoping she will be able to help me with the tremors issue that I have at night, which is really awful. And I get zaps too. Maybe some of you don't know what zaps are or call them something else. Zaps are from the medication and it makes you feel like you have electricity running through your face. It's really hard to describe. It's the hardest side effect to describe because it's weird. It's like this weird feeling. You have this buzzing under your skin and your lips, and it and it kind of comes to a point where it's almost painful, and then it stops. And I've been having that lately, and I don't know what that's all about. I mean, if it's something I just have to deal with, then I'll just deal with it. I mean, it's not like it's anything new, but it's annoying. So that's where we're at, and feeling pretty good today. I don't have a hat on because I have clean hair. Nice. Treats. So, I got here really early. I didn't mean to, but I thought it would take me longer. I can't film while I'm driving at all. I don't touch the phone while I'm driving because it's not safe. So I got here thinking I needed a little bit of time to do this video, but I got here way too early. Okay, bye. Okay, so what'd you think of that Walmart story, huh? The grandmother, huh? That's funny. I don't care. That's funny. Anyway, thank you for watching the whole video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. It's awesome. And join me next time. Bye.